Well, hello, my fellow gamers. I hope you all are having a fantastic day wherever you are in this amazing world. Welcome back to another live stream. If you're new here, hi, I'm Creative Katie, aka Katie, and welcome to my channel. So my channel is based upon my gameplay. If you're new, just so that way you have a better understanding of what it is that I do here. Most of the two games that I am playing right now are Animal Crossing, New Horizons, and then Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. And we'll be doing some more Story of Seasons tonight, just about an hour of gameplay and things like that. But wanted to continue on the game that we kind of started. I did have to restart it as I kind of made a mistake in something that I didn't want to have happen. I made a choice in one of the character decisions, and I was like, that's not what I meant to have happen. So yeah, we are going to continue on with what we had done from the previous one. So I just kind of recreated it, made a lot of the same decisions from before, and then just made that one minor change that I did before. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and continue with what we started with. So we're going to click continue here, and then I do have two games on this already. I have one that I've been kind of playing a little bit ahead on. Just that's kind of like my own personal play through the game, but I did want to do one that was specifically for live streaming as well. So that's what the Cozy Farm is. So let's go ahead and start playing here. So if you're unfamiliar, Story of Seasons is a farm simulator type game. The biggest goal is for you to create relationships with the villagers, all while trying to develop your farm that was passed down to you from your, I believe it's your father. Usually it's your father. In this story, it was my father who passed away, and then he gave the farm to me. So that's pretty much what they are. In terms of like what the goal is for this one. This particular game is a recreation of a GameCube game with the same name. So it's been remastered, been amplified, or not amplified, but it has been updated for the graphics and things like that, plus a lot of new options and things that weren't in the original game. But yes, so we already have a cow that was given to us on the first day, and I also went ahead and bought a chicken as well. And then the next goal is to save some money so that way we can get a sheep, because I hear that the sheep is actually really beneficial for this game. Usually it's the cows. At least it's been for past Harvest Moon and past Story of Season games. But this time it's the sheep, so we have to save up on those. Oh yeah, we're gonna say hi to Bessie here, and then let's go let her out. So I started playing these Harvest Moon games when I was a teenager, actually. So they originally started as Harvest Moon, and then creators pulled away from it because they wanted to kind of do their own thing that the company didn't really want them to do. And so they ended up pulling away and creating Story of Seasons. So that's kind of where the split came in there. I don't know when exactly that split happened, but kind of gives you an idea of why Harvest Moon and Story of Seasons are just so similar. But let's go ahead. So we're going to do our dailies. So I'm going to check to make sure. So this is one thing that I did not know until recently, is you can jump the fence. I was actually going through the barn every single time with this, and now that I know you can jump the fence, it makes it so much faster. So much faster. So anyway, just gonna, like I said, do our daily things here. One of the things that I did learn is you want to grab as many of the herbal plants, which is this plant right here. The reason being is you can turn it into aromatic herb. You want to collect those because you can turn them into a soup, and it's actually a really, really great gift you can give to the villagers. And you want to make sure that you're doing those relationships with those villagers because some of them actually have benefits. So keep that in mind. Just gonna re-water these. So currently I have tomatoes and watermelons down right now. Moo. Oh, and I also planted an apple tree. Now, the apple tree will probably take about a season to grow, but the nice thing is that you don't need to water it. It doesn't require any watering or any maintenance, really. And then once the tree grows and starts producing the fruit, you can then go in and shake it, and that will allow you to pick up some fruit that drops on the ground and stuff. So. Also, another thing that I learned too for dailies is that you want to make sure that you're coming up to this pond area. The reason being is because back behind this pond is an area where there are a bunch of mushrooms. And I know you're not, in real life, I don't advise doing this, but in this game, you want to eat the mushrooms because they will lead you to these sprites, which we're getting to right now, and every single day, if you talk to one of them, they will give you a new recipe, which is really, really important so that way you can learn these recipes to fulfill quests, accomplish tasks, whatever you need to do on the game. Sometimes villagers have special requests, and so these recipes are very important to learn. Plus, whoop, say hello. And he's actually a really important character too. So anytime that you kind of see him, you'll want to make sure that you give him the soup. Just because of the fact that I don't really know exactly like what his role is, but I've heard that he's really important. So you want to make sure that your friendship level with him is pretty high. And then I also heard that when he sits on the bridge, you want to go and try to donate at least 2,000 of your dollars to him, because again, that unlocks something you're able to do with him as well. So just in case you guys want some tips and tricks, I was watching a fellow YouTuber play the game, and that's where I kind of learned all of this information. Just watching the stream, enjoying what they were doing with the game. So I'm just gonna go collect these. Oh my goodness, I can't wait until we get a horse, which we get a horse in the summer. So. And then there's a lot of people around the village that you can talk to. You know, the raccoon that wanders around here, I get the feeling he doesn't like me very much. So I'm curious, is he back here? Oh, no, he's not. So I also learned that if you see a wild animal out in certain areas, that means that the fishing is good. So for this area, if you happen to see the raccoon, this means that this is a really good fishing spot, and you'll get a lot more, I think it means like bigger fish or something like that, based upon what fishing rod you have. If you have the tortoise down here, that's actually going to be around this pond. That's going to be really good fishing. And then if you find the lizard, that'll be towards the mining area. Now, we don't have a fishing rod yet. We'll get one on the third day when it's being sold by this vendor who comes on the 3rd and the 8th. So that's one of the things, is you want to make sure you're saving up your money. But I'll get that at that point, and then we'll be able to go fishing. Another thing is, if you see the dog outside of the mine, that'll actually mean that the mine is going to be the lucky spot. So we don't see the dog or any of the animals, so this area up here would actually have a lizard. So he's starting to move. Well, I'm going to go in the mine for now. We'll try to catch up with him later. Well, what we want to do is come down here and... Yes, we want to get started in digging today. Now you can dig for as long as you want. Well, up until I think it's like 5 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock. You can start at 10 and go until 4 or 5 o'clock. So one of the things that I did notice is if you notice one of these dig spots has debris in it, so like this one I have has like little specks compared to the other ones, that actually means that an item is very close to being revealed. So usually when that appears, I've noticed like maybe 2, 3, 4 digs later, you get an alert saying, hey, there's an item here. So just kind of a nice little hint for you. So like now we have this little coin or this little thing pop up. I bet it's going to be a coin. I've noticed that anytime I have this little object show up, it's usually a coin. But yeah, anytime you see that, that means that you're really close to revealing something, which is kind of fun to know. Now you can keep digging in a spot if you want to. I typically try to go to every single spot, try to reveal the first item, and then if I have time left over, I will return to just a random spot. And usually if you're uncovering the dirt for the first time, it won't show an item. So, or show that there's an item there. So you might have to dig a couple more times afterwards before some indication or alert that there's something there shows up. Found another item. Whoa. Found something peculiar. That was very peculiar. So I'm not necessarily sure if there is like significance to some of these items, if we're supposed to save them for anything yet. I haven't found anything for that. I just know that a lot of these items can be sold at the vendor, so I usually stock up on these and kind of go from and use them to get some money. One of the most expensive items you can uncover in the mine is a golden fork, and that usually goes for 1,000 G's. Just like the one I just or no, glimmering gold object. I think it's like supposed to be a fork or something like that, but this is the item I was just talking about. I'm also trying to figure out, and this is part of the reason why I'm playing the other game at the same time, is I'm doing a little bit of research too. So as I'm doing these digs, for example, I'm trying to figure out what type of debris shows up that indicate what kind of item you're gonna get. So I haven't fully concluded that, but I mean, my research isn't done yet, so I just figured it'd be some helpful tips and tricks if you guys are playing the game. Okay, so nothing is revealing there. Now, sometimes spots don't have items, so you can either keep digging or you can move on to a new spot. Okay, so it's until 5 o'clock. I couldn't remember if it was 4 or 5 o'clock. I know the blonde girl departs at like 3, so. Okay. Man, we are just not getting some lucky digs right now. Oh, we got some debris that showed up. Let's see what's revealed. Ooh, a crystal or a gemstone. Now, I've only had it one time where I discovered something and, oh, that was a quick one. Oh, so the stone tablet, this might be it. There was only one other time that I've discovered something that this guy decided that he was going to take it for further research. But like I said, that's only happened once so far. Watch, something shows up. Yep. Which is fine. We got some pretty good stuff. And for not starting right away, we got a pretty good load of items. So that's okay. So found the tablet. Something... this could be key to Forgotten Valley's ancient civilization. May I check it off your hands for the time being? Yeah, so this was the item that I originally got that he discovered. Or that, not he discovered, that he took for further research. But I've only had, like I said, only one other time he's ever taken something off my hands. Left a note in the living room if you want to take a look. Interesting. Brought me a new animal. Oh, that's right. I bought a chicken yesterday, so. Any ideas on what I should name the chicken? It is a female. So do you guys have any suggestions for a female chicken? Let's see. Here we go. Dixie. Because then it can be the Dixie chick. If you don't know, I grew up on the Dixie Chicks. They're a country band, but now they're just called the Chicks. So, okay, so it's 5 p.m. Let me pull this out quick. So I did buy some bird seed for the chickens. Let's fill that up. Put that in, and then we're gonna go and milk our cow. So you can milk the cow twice a day. It's every 12 hours. So don't forget to go and do that. Because even though the milk isn't Henrietta, dang it, I should have done that one. Even though like the cow isn't the breadwinner when it comes to this game, it's still a consistent resource for your farm. I am gonna run over. Let me hang on. How much money do I have again? So this is one of the requests that I got on the bulletin board. She wants a tomato and then she'll get me 5 eggs. I'm currently in the process of growing those tomatoes, so I am gonna go grab some fertilizer. So in the past, fertilizer was used to enhance your crops. That's still kind of the case here, but in all honesty, it's better to do or to use the fertilizer to grow your fodder for your animals, because your money is more going to be around your animals and stuff. So this is one of the bachelors that are available on within the game. Gustafa, he's kind of like a he's a hippie. He's very much into music and the arts and things like that, very much in a very go with the flow type personality, things like that. But yeah, he's one of the contenders that you can marry at the end of the year. I did find out that at the end of the first year, so each season is broken up into 10 days, and at the end of the year, you need to pick who you want to marry, and then it jumps ahead to when you have a family, and then it jumps ahead again when you've gotten older. So all this fun stuff. Take you around to introduce you. Around for introductions on your first day here. Much a chance to chat to that day. Yeah, when I was given the tour around town, he was kind of sitting under a tree sleeping, so. That's true. I don't know if you want me to sing. I make ears bleed. So I have already interacted with 3 villagers. Trying to think of who they are offhand. So this is what I meant when you wanted to give him money. He'll sit on the bridge here and pretty much be begging. I'm just gonna do 20 days of the $100. So yeah, he's trying to get to Cocoa Island. So this is one of the ladies that I am trying to befriend because she gives you recipes if you become good enough friends with her. So definitely should become really good friends with her. There's another lady too that you should. She's the elderly lady. And then obviously you want to make sure to give the person that you want to have a relationship with an item to. I'm just running a little short on these items, so I'm gonna go make some more and then try to make my rounds. So, oh, this was the other girl that I had a cutscene with. Cecilia, I think her name is. So I'm gonna buy some fertilizer. So you can get more seeds here. I'll get more as I get further along. So I'm just gonna get 5 for right now. Bring me up. So the reason why, like I said, that I want to get this fertilizer is because I want to use it to make fodder. Now when you let your animals out to pasture, they'll eat that instead of what you put in the bins a lot of the times, depending on when you let them out. Plus, it's also good to grow it in preparation for winter, because I don't think it grows in winter. I haven't gotten that far to know that for a fact, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Okay. I gotta remember how this all kind of goes and works, because it's very different than Animal Crossing. And then another important thing to remember is at night that you call your animals back in. That will make sure that their health stays up and their mood. Because if their mood is impacted at all, that can dictate whether or not they produce or anything like that. So let's make some more herbal soup. There we go. And then I'm gonna go give this to a couple of people. So there's 2 people that I'm kind of interested in for end of year marriage. So we'll have to see which one I decide to go with. I know which one I'm going with on my other game, but this one I'm not sure which one I want to do yet. I kind of want to do Rock, who's this guy right here, mostly because of the fact that he was the other candidate that I was going to do on the other game, but he was the one I kind of messed up interacting with. So that that really impacted our relationship. So I was like, yeah, no, I don't want that to happen. So we'll try doing better. Oh, this is the turtle. So remember I mentioned places to go fishing. If you see this turtle, that means this pond this pond is a really good spot to do some fishing. Oh, I forgot this plant was back here. It's always hard to remember exactly where all the plants pop up because just when you start getting used to where they pop up, they end up changing for the season. Yeah, I haven't officially met every single person yet because it's only the second day with this run through, so still trying to do that. Now, it is very recommended that you give items to every single villager, which is very, very tough to do in the beginning, just because of the fact that you just don't have all the resources built up. So, don't feel bad if, oh, hello, kitty. There's the butler. I don't want the butler. Where's she at? There we go. I made it just for you. Oh. Now she has, I think, a niece who is a bachelorette on the island. Now the nice thing is that this game doesn't care if you pick male or female. So you could choose anybody who's not in a relationship to be your marriage partner at the end of it all. So it's really up to you. I'm either gonna go with Rock or Mike. Matthew, I think his name is. So let's see. You can find out quickly where villagers are by opening up the map, and all you have to do that is just click the minus button, and then this will show you in what area which villager is in that area. So where is he at? Oh, so he is up here. So I'll run over there real quick and then I have to get back for bed. I might get the little indication. Yep. So there's the little indication saying, hey, go to bed. Is he in this one? Nope. There's storage unit. Must be some. Okay. So they do go to bed at a certain time. So this is another candidate for marriage as well. He's just a lot more difficult. So if you're looking for a challenge, Gordy is a very difficult person that you can marry. Mostly because he's very introverted and he's a sculptor. So he's more focused on his artwork and creating that kind of stuff than having a relationship. So if you want a challenge, go for him. Yep, see, all my focus is on my art. Yep. And we'll have to make sure to say hello to the puppy tomorrow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sleep. And we are going into the next day. Another thing that I got in the habit of doing as well, there's new notes. So what's in your house? If you're long enough, can expand for a bit. Yep. Got fresh produce. The more you cook, the better you get at it. You'll need an oven to cook certain recipes. Once you get the space for it, it can bring you one. Just try cooking recipes when you can. The more you practice, the more you learn. Oh yes, so another thing to do, and I haven't done it yet, is run around the village and explore people's kitchens. Definitely gotta give your puppy some. I know. My poor puppy. But anyway, running around and visiting all of these kitchens. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Because sometimes you can find hidden recipes in them as well. And I haven't done that yet, but I'll definitely try to work on that today. You can also get records. I think there's a record that you can get from the elderly lady that lives in the mansion. So I think that's one of the things that you can do. calendar is definitely useful because this tells you when the vendor is going to be here. And then another one that I always try to make sure to check out is the weather channel. So that way I know if it's going to rain later that day, then I most likely will not put my animals out as I'm running around and stuff. Not a single cloud out there, so it's going to be clear skies today. So perfect. And then I'm just going to let these guys out. I'm gonna pick up my chicken. Oh, there's an egg. And I'm gonna drop my chicken down in here. Actually, hang on. I gotta snuggle my chicken. And then once I milk my cow, then I'll play with my puppy a little bit. Hello. It's always good to check in on them, on the animals too. Just so that way you know how their health is doing. Perfect. I'll pick up the egg. And then my puppers is still sleeping in there, so let him sleep for a second. And I'll water this real quick. Now the thing with these plants that I've learned so far is that you can't regrow them once the produce is harvested. But in previous games that I've played, I've had it where you like grow corn and you can get, once the plant is established, you can get like produce every 3 days or so. So how accurate are the weather persons for? More accurate than the ones in real life. It feels like. So typically if they say it's not gonna rain, it's not gonna rain. Oh, our puppy's awake. Hello, buddy. Carmel's house. Pick him up. Let's do some training sessions. So let's do jump. Aw. We'll do paw. Here, let's move our... Do beg. And then... Spin! So he's getting there. Let's let him eat, though. Okay. So another thing as well with... I want to get those herb plants. Another thing to know about the mine that I just remembered is that it will not be open on days that the vendor is here. And the vendor usually opens up between 11 and noon, depending. So, just a little tip for you. Guys, if you want to know, wrote a whole bunch about it. I'm gonna live here, you might as well know the most. There's more to life than farming. My best, chat with the locals and find out what they like so you can give them some gifts. If you want to be on someone's good side, check the bulletin board and help them with their requests. You can help at the dig site and go fishing too. The dig site got stuff you won't find anywhere else. Navigating the valley, opening up the map. Weather's fickle out there and it rains more often in some seasons, so keep an eye out on the forecast. There's a weather, but it's not 100% accurate, so be ready for anything. But it seems to be more accurate than in real life, so but it's not 100%. If you need something, you can order from the city. You should buy it. You can't order from the city, you should buy it from the locals to support their business. That's true. Crop related. Got it. You need a quick bite, you can go to the cafe. Here's Vaughn, who's the peddler or the vendor that comes in. And then her farm will sell you seeds and fertilizer. If you talk to her, the others on the farm, they'll usually ask you if you want to buy anything. So yeah. Good helpful tips. Ooh, the lizard's up there. Sweet. So these are some other flowers that you can get as well. I don't really know the purpose of these yet. I just know that there's some flowers that you should really keep. I don't remember if this is one of them or not. I'll need to discover more. Pick it up, dang it. But yeah. So the nice thing is that the herb plant actually grows every single day. Whereas the flowers grow, I think, every 3 days. Every 2 or 3 days, depending on the plant. Another recipe. The way you move your camera and stuff gives me Tears of the Kingdom type vibe, because you can point the camera pretty much anywhere you want to, which makes for a pretty fun experience. But here's the lizard I was talking about. So when we get the what's the word I'm looking for? The fishing rod. This is the place that we should come to get, I think it's like bigger fish or something like that, or better fish to sell kind of thing. So got him. Let's see. Yep, that's for you. Thank you, thank you. Laughing at me, or Orab. Hello. Just here to chat. So she's the one that has one of the requests for the tomatoes. Once I get those grown, I'll give them to her. I like that they give us 9 days, because that's about how long it takes to do the crops. So it's pretty nice. And the vendor guy is on his way down to where he needs to be, so I'll finish collecting all these flowers and then go sell to him. You can haggle prices a little bit with him by rejecting his offer on your items. I haven't had it work yet, so I don't know if there's like a trick to it. I know you have a better chance at getting better prices with him than if you have a higher friendship with him. But I still haven't been able to get him to haggle with me, so usually I just kind of accept what he gives me. I think if you can get him to haggle, it's I think it's like a 5%. I would have to look it up again. There's a percentage that he increases his offering of. So it's at noon that he sets everything up, actually. Let's go down here and get the other items. And I think he's open until like 6 at night, so. One of the firecracker dudes. Yep. So we're gonna go sell to him. Oh, there's one. My goodness, those like pop up randomly, I swear. Soon I will learn where all of these pop up. All right. I want to sell first, because I only have 800. And I want to sell this. Nope, I want to do 2. And then we're going to sell. Let's try haggling. Oh my gosh, see what I mean, guys? Like, every single time I try to haggle with him, he just doesn't want to do it. Oh, not the one I want to. But one of the reasons why I prefer to sell with him is that he does offer a higher price than me just putting the items into my shipping bin. For example, milk with him is a little bit higher than the milk when I sell it in the bin. Sounds good to me. I'll admit it kind of feels weird being up close and personal with him. So we want the fishing rod. Have yourself a deal. Now I don't think I can haggle on things that he sells. Yes, I want to buy. And I want the brush. So the brush is really good to keep your animals healthy and clean. I usually, let's see what else he has. I usually just brush them every single day with part of my... That's not the price you want to give me. What? Oh, you're saying like... This isn't the price you want to give me. Like trying to... These are not the droids you're looking for. Alright, so we've done that. Let's actually go to the fishing spot real quick. I'm curious to see what we can catch. I don't think it really matters exactly where you do your fishing, just as long as if you want to get the better fish, you just have to be around where that animal is. But I've heard like a lot of people just prefer to fish up by the waterfall. Don't know why. Now, fishing is actually pretty easy with this game. You just have to wait for the little apostrophe or exclamation mark shows up, and then I just press and hold Y. I've known people that like smash Y, but I hold it until I reel in the fish. So very, very easy to do. So we'll catch a few of these fishes and then head down to go sell them. Whoop. I was too excited there. It took me a while to figure out how the fishing mechanism works. Because I think the vibration is like, oh, I have to get it when it's touching the buoy, or the bobber. But that's not the case. There we go. Now, you can upgrade your equipment too, so like the fishing rod, the milker, your hoe, and your sickle, you can upgrade them. You'll have to get to certain points in the game to be able to do that, and when you do upgrade them, it allows for you to do more things. So like with the rod, for example, the fishing rod, I'll be able to catch more fish or a more variety of fish with a higher quality rod. With the watering can, I'll be able to water more area. Sickle able to cut more area, and then same with the hoe. So, or not cut, but be able to till more area. So I'm hoping to get a little bit more sold so that way I can buy a sheep. That's my goal here. So sheep cost about $3 grand each. Male or female doesn't matter. They'll both give you wool. I'm just going to get a female to start off with. But when you sell the wool, that's $3 grand. So definitely worth investing in sheep. Come on, fishy. Ah, missed it. Well, that's okay, because I can't remember if he closes at 5 or not. I hope he doesn't, because we're going to be awfully close in getting down there. This is one of the reasons why I really want the horse, because you just get everywhere so much faster. Please don't close. Nope. Yes. No. Oh, wait. Cutscene. For whom? Oh, this girl. So this is the niece of the very rich lady. Yeah, the really nice villa. Yeah, she lives there with her aunt. And I heard you were moving in, and I'd hoped the two of us could get along. I could see it. In any case, do hope you have another opportunity to chat sometime. Until then. Bye! Run! Okay, so let's sell. I don't know if we're gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna make the price. Let me... I think the yellow flowers I can get away with it, but let's see. 25, 25. Okay. So let's do... Let's do 15 of them. That way I have a little bit of extra cash. Yeah, we'll do more and more. Give ourselves an even 20. Sounds good to me. There we go. Nope, all good. So now let's go buy a sheep. Oh, there's Matthew. Let's give him some soup. You bet it is. He's got some nice blue eyes. Okay, so we're going to milk our cow. And then snuggle. And let's use the brush. Perfect. Alright, did I forget to let the chickie out? No, there he is. So closes at 6. Okay. Just kind of checking to make sure no eggs were left in here. And then coming over here. Nope, not what I wanted. We're gonna order an animal. Now there's many different cows that I can order. There's chickens that I can order. Sheep. So I'm gonna go with a female sheep. And I'm gonna put her right here. Just for funsies. Yes. Yes. Now I believe it takes them about 3 to 5 days to grow up. So that way they can produce product and stuff like that. I think it's the same for cows and sheep and chickens. I think there's like there's a grace period in there. But I'll need to save up money to get a rooster as well. So that way I can start getting chickens and getting eggs. Let's say hello to the puppy today. Come over here. Pretty good mood. Sit down. Let's train. Do some begging. Paw. Aw. And then spin. Let's try spin again. I feel like you're supposed to go all the way around. Jump. Or no, paw. And jump. Aw. Oh yeah, this cutscene. So this is the other goal of the game as well, is to bring back the spirit of the forest as well. That's why like I'm able to see these sprites and stuff. So I haven't fully figured out how to do that yet. In a previous game, I would actually have to throw like flowers or produce into the water here, but I think this ties to the guy who has all the butterflies floating around his head. I think they tie with each other, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm like a spring foot fit for a goddess. Make sure all the animals who live nearby as happy as can be. We gotta collect a bunch of wonderful things. So let's get to it. We'll gather up all the wonders we can find. Yeah, make this place even more wonderful. But what makes something wonderful anyway? It's a pretty dang good question. We're ready. Time for a wonderful adventure. Adventure. Well, bye. See you guys. Are you gonna leave me here? Yes, you guys did leave me here. Okay, so I think that's going to conclude tonight's live stream, you guys. I'm just going to head back and save the game and go to sleep. But I really do appreciate all of you who are able to make it tonight, and those of you who come back to visit the live stream to watch the channel. Appreciate your guys' support as well. You guys are all amazing. I enjoy interacting with you guys and connecting and doing these live streams. So I look forward to future ones. So let's go ahead and save this real quick. Write in journal over cozy. Yes. And yeah, guys, we will pick this up at the next stream that I do for Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. Like I said, I do appreciate you guys being here and supporting the channel. Make sure you're clicking that like and subscribe button so that way you support the channel. And then if you ever want to be notified whenever I add new content or do live streams or anything like that, make sure to click the notification bell as well. But like I said, thank you all for joining me tonight. Wherever you are in this amazing world, have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep on being inspirational. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.